6 a.m. and today I wanted to show you what I do during the day that's got me to where I'm at. A lot of my clients come to me and they say, well, where do I start? When does your day start? And I walk them through a day, but I want you to visualize what I actually go through every day so you can implement and do the same thing. I sleep in my workout clothes because it saves me time. I don't have to go find them. I just sleep in them so I'm ready to go in the morning. As long as I'm not going to the actual gym, then I change my routine a little bit. But today, I'm gonna save some time. I have workout equipment here at the house, and so we're gonna go do that. I have the coffee maker set already, so it's gonna be ready for me. But I always start my day off with a nice big glass of Kangen water. So there's my kitchen here, and there's my coffee. There's the coffee, yummy. But I'm gonna start here with a glass of Kangen water. Pour it like a beer or a glass of wine, so all that hydrogen is in that glass. And that's really why you want to drink it fresh. So if you don't have a unit on your countertop, you're not getting all of that hydrogen gas. That's glacial milk. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all those antioxidants. It's really best if you can chug it instead of sip it. That way on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, it goes right in your blood. It's amazing. So now I feel energized. Helps you also go to the bathroom in the morning. So now I'm gonna make myself a cup of my Joe alkaline coffee made with Kangen water. You add in some of my Just Like Sugar, found on my website. This stuff here is fantastic because I used to be addicted to Splenda and NutraSweet. So take a little bit of that. And then I also like to grab homemade almond milk. So what I do here is I grind up almonds and put Kangen water 9.5, little Just Like Sugar, and then I drain it off. And this becomes my creamer that's very healthy for you. So this is my coffee. So in the morning, when I'm fresh, I like to do meditation, affirmations, and visualization. What that does is it really gets me in a good state for the day. I can visualize where I'm at, where I want to go, how my day's gonna look, who I'm gonna talk to. People pop in my mind, then I think, oh, it's time to reach out to them, because I really believe in law of attraction. And once you start thinking about somebody, there's a reason for it. Maybe they're thinking about you. So this gives me a great opportunity in the morning to do that. Okay, so deep breathing really gets your body and your spine moving. I've learned that we hold a lot of tension in our body, and if we don't breathe, the tension builds. So if you notice you have a lot of back pain or neck pain or shoulder pain, it could be because you're not deep breathing. And so that's one thing that this meditation will really help you with. And I usually do this around 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. Bring it all the way from your tailbone up to the top. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over, and I have a bike and I have a Pilates machine. There's the bike, there's my reformer Pilates machine, my ball. So I've got everything here that I need. But going to the gym is also nice because you can prospect there. All right, so I'm gonna jump on this bike for about 30 minutes here.
Are you tired of just getting by? Come on, remember when you were a kid? You didn't think in terms of making $8,000 a month. You didn't think like that. You thought about being the richest person in the world.
Workout is complete. Now I'm going to go jump in the spa. So the spa, if you haven't already heard about it, it's like a spa in the shower. And what it does, it takes the minerals from hot springs in Japan, puts them in the filter, and then you shower yourself, and it makes your skin feel so nice. I used to use a lot of lotion. I don't have to anymore. It also is great for your hair, and it loves it. It grows a lot faster. So we'll show you the spa. And there's my spa. minerals from the Japanese hot springs. The only downfall to this guy is that you don't want to get out of your shower. It feels so good. So it used to take me like 5 minutes to shower. It probably takes me 10 now. So I love my spa though. Brushing your teeth with 11.5 feels like you just went to the dentist. A lot of people ask me how my teeth stay so white. I brush with Ukon, and I also brush 11.5. Toothpaste isn't really good for you anyways. It's got a lot of chemicals in it. My dentist actually has a machine too. And that's before I even started brushing my teeth with 11.5. You know, I'm not no makeup connoisseur, but I do love makeup. Before I did the water, I actually wanted to be a cosmetologist. And then when I did my first hairdo, I burnt my friend's hair, and then I tried to fix it, and it got chemical burn. It ended up turning green. So my very first hair job, I turned my friend's hair green. So anyhow, it's just a funny little story. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I was in special ed when I was in high school. And so, gosh, that really put a damper in my life. It made me realize, you know, school's not that important now that I'm older, because I didn't really finish school. I did, but I had to appeal for my credits. And I was placed in special ed, and my brother used to make fun of me. He called me Amanda. And yeah, you know, so those of you that have some limiting beliefs, look what happened to me, all right? In special ed, almost didn't graduate. But I thought, well, I'll do cosmetology, I'll give that a shot. That didn't work out. So then I thought, well, I'll get into my horse riding. And I was actually pretty good at that. Until I had a major accident, and I broke my tibia and my fibia. Couldn't walk for 9 months. And then, what am I gonna do next? So that's when I got into bodybuilding. I started doing competing. Then that didn't work out so good. I did good, but I ended up getting mercury poisoning. I got adrenal fatigue. I became clinically obese for 8 years, and I had no female cycle. So needless to say, that is not a healthy lifestyle to live. Yeah, you look good, but what does looking good mean when you don't feel good? So now it's all about balance. That's really what's key. So as long as I work out every day, keep my mind right, and make sure I'm moving my body and eating healthy and drinking lots of good water, of course, it's a staple. Your body can balance itself. And a lot of times when we're doing video shoots, I'll have to touch up my makeup during the day just to make sure I look beautiful for all of you. But you get to see me raw here. This is something that I've never done before. When I was younger, okay, I'm gonna expose another thing, ready? When I was younger, I had really bad acne, like really bad. And I was always embarrassed about it. And so, if you look back at my photos from when I was young, if you find any, you'll find out that my hair, my bangs were like out to the front, like that. And the hairspray is so thick that nobody could see in it because I was so embarrassed of the acne. And I didn't realize that acne is 1, from hormonal imbalance, 2, too much sugar, because those little yeast that are in our bodies love sugar, and they start consuming the sugar, like carbohydrates. And then the side effect is acne coming out through your skin from the yeast. So when you drink good Kangen water, those little yeast do not like that alkaline environment. They tend to die off, and then your body starts to balance itself once again. Give the right tools to the body, and the body knows what to do with it. All right, so now we are on to planning the day. What are we gonna do? Every night before the next day, so if it's Monday, I do it Sunday night, I do a plan of action for the next day. So I find out the things that are most important to me to help grow the business, then everything else I kind of put to the side, okay? So this is called the Notebook of Focus. So that's what I do. There's my Notebook of Focus. And so as you see, follow up with Legal Shield, Steve Redondo, QuickBooks, quarterly report would do. So these are all my past. And I've got all you amazing special people on there that I need to be following up with. Ordering filters, Shopify. Oh, social media expert MJ is here. So she's gonna be taking over the camera, which would be nice. She's an amazing gal. Her and I have been working together 8 months now. Hey, Marjorie. Hey. There's the superstar.
What are you guys doing?
Today we have the plan of action is we're going to go out there and prospect.
Yes.
I'm going to show people exactly how to get where they are, to where they want to go, exactly how I would do it, knowing what I know now.
Let's do it.
So I already went through my daily routine with them. I did the bike, I did the meditation, showed them my coffee making experience. I even showed
You're
them
an expert. She's
getting
an
out of the
expert at coffee
shower
making.
and doing all that. So anyhow, we are ready for the day. All right, so we're ready. One of the things I want you to know is that when you go out prospecting, always assume you're going to find someone that are going to buy the machine. So what do you need in order to sell the machine? The order form. So always have your order forms, always have your computer, your phone, and then also bring your demo supplies.
Some bags.
Some water bags. So we've got demo supplies in the car, we've got water bags in the car for water trials, and we're going to hit the streets. All right, so join us.
Thoughts become things, guys.
At our first stop to Starbucks. We're gonna meet Romero, who I hired about a week and a half ago to start doing Facebook ads for me. So he's gonna go through the next Facebook ad campaign with me. And he's also a prospect. He's also a prospect too, so he's on the water. Eventually everyone will buy one, so you know, even if they say no now, it's gonna come back because their health's gonna go down and they're gonna be like, I remember that water. I had a client 5 years ago I introduced to the water, and he called me over the weekend. He said, I'm ready to buy a machine. I said, wow. He's like, I even remember your first name. I was like, that was 5 years ago. Him and his wife came over. They bought the K8. It was like, oh my gosh. Like, he didn't need a demo. He was just ready to buy. I said, why did you decide now? They're like, you know, it's been in the back of our mind for 5 years. So somewhere along the line, they came up with money, and they said, this is the time is now. So you just never know, so never give up on people. Always leave that open loop. Meaning, if they're like, you know what, we're not ready to buy a machine, no worries, not everyone is at this time, but always know you can come back to me when you're ready. Then you leave that open door instead of upsetting them, because you're like, what? How could you not be ready to buy a machine? And you get offensive or defensive, and then you have an enemy instead of someone that's going to buy from you. Then you'll find out later they're going to go to somebody else. A lot of people ask me for a business card. Here's the number one secret. I don't have any. I can't keep them in stock. What I do is go and give me your best phone number that I can text you at, and I'll send you my website. I'll text you my 17-minute demo video that goes over my product. What's the best number for you? And when you do that, now you have their cell phone. If you just gave them a business card, out of sight, out of mind, it's probably going to go in the trash. So let's see who we can find in here to prospect, and I'll show you exactly how it works. And notice I have my water bottle. It's branded, right? It's unusual to see that, so people are going to say, what is that? And that's what you want. Oh good, I already see some people that I know and I've introduced to the water a while back, but they weren't interested, so we'll see what happens. Hello. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Hi. Just enjoying your day today?
Yes.
Cool.
Where's the iPad? How are you guys doing? The beach tranquility?
Yes. And is there a way I can get you to make it with special water?
With special water?
Yep.
Like to like warm up the water or like
Is there a way, what I think what we can do is this. If we do half of your water and then put a splash of this in the top, kind of blend it together, that would make me feel good. I gotta get my antioxidants in.
right? You're like, ugh.
Have you heard about Kangen water before?
I think so. Yeah.
And does she have a machine?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, if she did, you better start drinking it here now.
Right?
You deserve to have better water in your body. What's cool is that this is also a tax deduction. And so, because I was talking about the business, we were writing off the coffee. But I did pay with cash, so it's a little harder to track. So if you really wanted to do this, you want to get the app called Tax Spot, and then you want to take a snapshot of that receipt and pay with your debit card or your credit card. That way it tracks it. Alright, so now I want to talk to you about what just happened and why we didn't pursue that one. First off, she was not interested. Who would not be interested in what kind of water you're wanting to pour into Starbucks? So in my mind, I already had that whole situation already thought about, how can I put this unusual water coming out of this unusual container in a Starbucks cup and make her want to know why I would want that water. She did not ask me one question about why I was doing that. Then when I asked her, have you heard of Kangen water? She said, well, my sister has told me about it. Oh, who's your sister? Stephanie Morrison, I do remember her, but she doesn't even know she has a machine. So obviously she's not very close to her sister. Then I said, well, you deserve to drink the water, but she really didn't have any comments like, oh yeah, I do deserve it. What's your information? What is this water? No antioxidants? What are those? She had nothing. So either she was brand new, she was uncomfortable, or she just wasn't interested. So I would not pursue that lead. I mean, we could have said, hey, what's your phone number? I'll save my video, but she's not interested. So we move on to the next.
What's up? What's up?
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Well, there's the rock star.
Hello, Amanda.
Hey,
how
how
you
are
doing?
you?
Good. Great.
Check out our progress that we made last week.
Yes, as soon as I can connect to the Wi-Fi here.
Awesome. So Romero, how long have you been doing social media ads for?
For 2 to 3 years. I have quite a bit of experience now.
2 to 3 years of doing Facebook ads. I tried them myself, and I tell you what, I wasted a lot of money doing it because I didn't know what I was doing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm wasting all this money. I stopped them. When really, Facebook was probably trying to figure it out, and I got out too soon.
Yeah, that's the thing with Facebook. You gotta let it optimize, and after it gets enough data, then the ads start performing a little better. So it starts off with a rocky start, and then over time, and when Facebook starts getting more information on the customers, then the ads start performing a little bit better.
So right now we're going to be running some tax ads because as a network marketing professional, you have a lot of deductions no
Yes.
one understands. And as a tax accountant myself, I want to assist you guys with your taxes. So you'll probably see some Facebook ads coming out. Make sure to click on it. Make sure to download your free guide to taxes, and then schedule your 15-minute call with me.
Here's also our new ClickFunnels account. So when somebody clicks on one of our Facebook ads, they get redirected here, where they can download our free ebook. They simply it tells them a little bit of the benefits. They simply enter their email, takes them to the thank you page, and then the best part is they can set up a free 15-minute consultation call with Amanda with a click of a button, and it takes you to your Calendly account. So it's gonna make it a little easier for people to set up appointments with you and set up calls.
And what I love about it is that it's already been getting some results, and
Yes.
they just automatically go on my calendar. And now today, me and Marge are going to go to Best Buy because I'm going to get an Apple Watch so that I know it's coming in, because I noticed the time goes by fast and I forget to check the email. I came across a lot of your videos on YouTube. I have to say, you changed our minds. I realize this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's going to take time and effort. But it's something that we can do together, even if her condition. So how do we sign up? For the first time in a long time, we are excited about something. She's even smiling and making future plans. Even if I don't make a cent, it's worth it. This would not be happening if it wasn't for your videos. I'm very sorry for the random message and the life story, but I really did have to thank you. I don't know that I ever would have seen a smile again on her face if it wasn't for your videos changing our minds. Now we can't wait to get started. That just put my whole body in I'm even getting emotional right now. It's so worth it. I'm giving out free content because I want you guys to succeed. And I want you to see that this is a viable business. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's just people get into it and they don't take action and they blame it on the company and they blame it on this pyramid scheme. But really it's themselves. So my reasoning behind that YouTube channel is build belief in you, build belief in your product so you can go out there and have the dreams you want. So thank you for that message. I really appreciate that. I'll just keep making more videos for you so you can really see how to go out there and impact people's lives.
Really, that's amazing. Okay, now I've been involved in a lot of these kind of companies before, and none of them have ever given away free products.
The puppy dog approach. You give them a puppy dog, they want to give it back because it works. And it's free to give out, so you don't have to stock inventory. You don't have to waste all your money in samples.
Yeah, so that's unique.
It is. I am a loving, caring person, and I just want what's best for you. So any way I can help you, get this unit in your hands and build that personal connection with you. And if you want to grow the business, I'm always here for you as well. I totally get it. And I'm not here to abuse you. I'm here to be your friend. So you can take as long as you want to build that connection, but I'm always going to be here for you.
didn't want to go to it. I saying
Overcoming objections one-on-one. Now he wants the machine after not wanting. He still doesn't have trust in me. So I gotta push him away a little bit. He'll want to come back. So it's called a takeaway. And then you're gonna be out of water in a couple days, and then we can talk more about, you know, business, machine, and all the details.
I'm going to be out of water by the end of today because something is making my back hurt less. So
well, let's get you more. I got plenty of water, so you just text me later today and let me know what time you're coming over.
One thing that's important is you want to stand out. So notice today I'm wearing red. It's like Michael Jackson. And I'm wearing boots and I got jewelry on because I want them to say, "Oh, who is this person?" You know. So when you go out there in public, think about that. Also, look in people's eyes when you're walking around. If they nod at you and smile, that means they want a connection. You know, a good salesperson would, especially at the front desk, he would actually guide me to Marisol because now I'm a customer in their store and I can't find her. And if I was in a hurry, I'd be getting upset right now.
Apple Watches?
Yes.
Yeah, follow me.
All right, you're the guy. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brendan?
Brandon.
Brendan. How long have you been working here?
How long have I worked here? 5 years.
Wow. That's quite a time.
Yeah, I love it.
What do you like so much about it?
Oh, working here?
Yeah.
Oh, Best Friends is an awesome company that really takes care of its associates. I love being part of the Geek Squad. I have a good team. I have a good manager. The company values are really good. We treat people good. It's a nice job.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
You speak very highly of them. I'm not so sure he's our guy. Yeah. He seems pretty focused on his job and not really wanting communication. Okay, so I didn't really feel like those were our target clients. I couldn't pinpoint any pain points. They didn't seem like they want to have a conversation. So we're gonna go to the next place. I just want to be in and out, and I only like to buy things from people that buy things from me. And so if they have a good connection, I said there's a possibility, then I will initiate the sale. But right now, I feel like we need to go somewhere else where we'll get more of a personal connection with them. All right? What do you like about it? There was another gentleman that works here, black gentleman, shorter.
That was a while ago, yeah.
What's his name? Andres. Yes. So he was coming over to my house getting my water.
Okay.
Yeah, but we got in trouble. We did find a prospect, and he was getting excited about the water. But then we got told through security that we couldn't be videotaping in there, so we'll have to go to another store, maybe mom and pop store, where we can maybe have the video camera out. This place is Anthony's. And we're in the mood for salad, so we're gonna get over here and have some salad. See if we can make some connections. Yeah, I got my own water. We only drink special water.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Thank you. We normally just drink our Kangen water. What was your first name?
Dina.
Nina.
Yes.
Wow.
And have you had the Red Diamond Merlot before?
I have maybe. I
Well,
think I
I'll
might
give
have.
you a sample, make sure you like it.
Thank you. How long have you been working here for?
15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
Wow. I think I've seen you before, actually.
I wouldn't surprise
Do
me.
you know where Beaver Bark is up the street?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My family owns Beaver Bark.
Oh, okay. I have waited on you
Yep.
before then, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
That works for you?
Yep. So 15 years, and before that, where did you work?
Well, during that time, I worked for 5 years over at Chihuahua.
Chihuahua High School.
Yep.
Oh wow, so you're a teacher.
I was a para-ed, so
Oh.
yeah, and I did that, and I used to be human resource manager, and now I'm a real estate agent.
Really?
Yeah.
I could use someone to help me sell one of my homes.
I have a card if you want
That would be
it.
great, yes. I would like some ice, if you could bring some ice out. We got the best water here, so we're gonna start with some ice.
Okay, perfect. I'll be right back with it. Yeah.
Okay, so we know she's a real estate agent, which is cool. Her name's Dina. She's
That's okay.
a people person, and this is what you're looking for in sales. So she could potentially be good for us. And
she is going to want to like us because I have a home that she might want to list. And so there's the tip that she's going to get, and then there's the one that I might want to list with her. And so she's going to want to know about me because she also wants to keep me in her circle because there's a relationship that we're building right now that could end up being business partners. So that's what's going to happen with Vesna, and we'll go from here.
There we go.
Thank
It's
you.
nice for you.
Thank
So
you.
what is this water here?
Well, this water is something that changed my life.
And how did that happen?
9 years ago, I was clinically obese, had mercury poisoning, adrenal fatigue, and no female cycle for 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. My grandfather heard about this machine from Japan that's a medical device. He's skeptical, scientific minded, and he ended up buying it. Because of that, the whole family was like, we're in. We started drinking it, and our customers and our clients that are at Beaver Bar were like, what are you doing? You're losing weight, you have energy. I said, I think it's this water. Long story short, they wanted to own one too. So 9 years ago, I went full time selling these machines and travel speaker around the world.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so the main benefits are energy,
That's always a good
sleeping
thing.
patterns, skin tone. Do you know anyone with arthritis or inflammation? Yeah, it's got antioxidants, which help with inflammation.
And how do they get the antioxidants in the water?
Yes, very good question. Are you familiar with antioxidants?
Yes.
Yeah. So free radicals, you've heard they cause inflammation, oxidation. The unit has an electrolysis and ionization process to go through. So it's basically hydrogen gas you're getting and free electrons. And this glass has more antioxidants than all the fruits and vegetables you can eat in a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the best part is, and after we can talk about it, but I give it out for free.
Oh,
So I got a water store at my home office, and people come in there all day long for water.
that's wonderful.
Yeah. So we'll chat. I know you're busy doing your thing, but yeah. All right. So we found her pain point. She has arthritis. So when I told my story, I was kind of looking for body language. When I said arthritis, that's when I heard her perk up, and she said, yeah, she has arthritis. So that becomes the pain, and we have the solution. She asked what antioxidants were, she asked how the machine makes antioxidants. I hardly ever get that question because no one knows what antioxidants are. She knows, probably because she has so much inflammation, she's done her research. So I told her, and now she's pretty interested, so I see her as a prospect, so we'll put her on our list. And the next step, get more fact-finding, more rapport building, and get her phone number, which I already have, but to text that video and get a time commitment from her, okay? Time commitment is most key. You can give out everything, but if you don't get a time commitment when they're gonna watch it, they're never gonna watch it, okay? So watch what we do. So Vienna, how long have you been having arthritis for?
Probably about 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, my knee's really bad.
When did you start noticing it?
About when I turned 50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I work here all the time, so, it's a lot of pressure on the knees. So pain pills, anti-inflammatories, the whole 9 yards. I've now had one knee replacement. I'm getting ready to do the second one. I've had the injections, and those aren't working anymore, so.
It reminds me of my dad. Before the water, he said, just run me over with the tractor. I don't want to do that much.
There are days like that.
And then we got him in the water. He started losing all this weight. And he's like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. We're like, slow down. It's so funny. So funny. But thank you for the bridge. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So part of it is that you got to relate to her story and her pain. So I brought up my dad because that's the first person I could think of that had those issues. And so now she's like, wow, I can relate to him. So he had one knee surgery, scheduled for another one. The water is amazing, right? Your body is 75% water. And we just had a call in the car from a gentleman that came to the house last night who had to leave the presentation to go to his car to get pain pills because he was in such bad pain. He never was on the water. It was his first time. Calls this morning and says, oh my gosh, I don't know what you gave me, but I feel so much better. I got to set through almost an hour presentation without getting up to stretch. He's like, I don't know if it's the water. I said, I do. I've been doing this long enough. I know it's the water. So, this water is powerful, guys. Just get it out there into people's bodies. But this is how we're building rapport right now. We're asking her, what she does. And then we're trying to get her to ask more and more about what we do. That's hopefully where the conversation is going to go, which leads to the video, and then on the water, and then demo, and close. I love this. Healthy. Salad's all white meat. No red meat in here. Not that I'm opposed to red meat, but it's definitely leaner. It gives me straight energy. protein gives me energy, and I couldn't think about going with no protein for sure.
So you're talking about your water, and it sounds great. How do I actually get a hold of that water?
Absolutely. You're local here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a water store just down the street.
Okay. At Hills West? Okay.
So what I can do is I can get your phone number.
Okay.
You can text me a 17-minute video.
Okay.
And afterwards that video, I can get you access to water.
Perfect. My phone number's on my card right there, so you can just get it off of that.
Fantastic. And when is the best time to follow up with you?
In the evenings, because I'm here during the daytime.
Great. So when I send you that video today, when do you think you can watch it?
Probably tonight.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you for all your service today. I really appreciate you, and I can't wait to get that knee under control.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, great. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're so awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so she's in, guys. Like, she's got the paint. She's our person. She's a real estate agent, so she knows how to market herself, she knows how to brand, and she knows how to make sales. Plus, she's in service. You couldn't get a better prospect right there. So when she gets over to my house, that's when the real beauty starts to happen. She starts getting results. From the results, I start saying, hey, do you know anyone else that has arthritis like you? Do you know anyone else that drinks your water? You're an entrepreneur, you're a very powerful woman. Do you really want to stand on your feet all day? Or would you rather help people one glass of water at a time, and then we can travel together and have fun in life? And she's going to see the vision, and she's going to join. That's how it's happening, all right? I'm going to send you my website, and I have a 17-minute video on water. Okay, will you check that out, and after that, I have a little map of the more than one thing. So we got Bonnie. That's a twofer. We got 2 for 1 out of that one. Bonnie was on the water about 6 years ago. And she's seen me. She hasn't seen me in a long time. We built some rapport back again. She's needing somebody in her life. She's a little lonely. She wants some water. She's like, I was just in Beaver Park the other day, and I was thinking I want a glass of that water, right? So I got her phone number, and I am texting her now. The best time to text someone after you leave them, the best time to follow up, is 30 to 60 seconds after. So what I'm going to do for our first scout is create a video, because video is king. I'm going to say, hey, Vienna. Hey, Vienna. It was great meeting you today. You had excellent service. I really appreciate you. Can't wait for that arthritis to get under control and you to watch that video. Have you over to my home office and get you some amazing water. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again. Okay, so that was for her. Now for Bonnie. Bonnie, oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's good to see you. You look amazing. I can't wait to get you back on the water and see how it's going to affect your health. I know we're all getting older, but with anti-aging water, you're going to love it. All right, we'll see you soon. Watch that video. We'll be in contact soon. Bam, it's done. Now that's our follow-up. Now in the next, probably this evening, I'll just probably say, hey, again, it was great meeting you, great seeing you, and I can't wait for you to come over tomorrow and get some water. Now we're going to go head to the tax office where I'm meeting with a new gal who has not joined the business yet. She has 2 children. She's coming into the office. We're going to talk about the business. Especially being a mom, she wants to probably stay home with her children instead of going to a job. Just like me. You know, that's what I love about this. If you see the back seats, I got the girls' car seats back there. All day yesterday, we just had a good time. We got our nails done. I got my toes painted green, which I didn't expect to do that, but Leilani got it green, so she's like, Mom, do the same thing. I said, okay, great, and I'll have a flower on the top too. Well, I put my feet in the shoes, and the flower came off the top, but you know, they're still green, so it's great. I love them. They're just so sweet. It's fun to be able to spend time with your children. I know a lot of us just go to work, and we don't get to see our kids, and someone else raises them, grandparents, nanny, care, whatever it might be, but really they need their parents, and that's so great that we have that luxury when you have an in-home-based business, and you can employ your children tax-free $12,000 a year, so you can give them $1,000 a month. So they say, Mom, I want the new iPad. Hey, you can work for me, and I'll put that money in your bank account. You got no taxes to pay on that, and then they can start earning an income at a young age. Realize that, hey, you know, I can go out there and I can do things that create income and have a result, and I can pay for my own stuff. So it teaches them responsibility. If you want to know more about that, we're going to the tax office next, and just give me a jingle and I will tell you all about taxes and how to lower your tax liabilities, right? We all want to keep money in our pocket. And if you pay taxes through your job, you're also paying about 40% of your paycheck to the government. So if you think I don't pay taxes, you do, and having an in-home based business is going to help save and help you deduct a lot of these expenses. Like the meal we just had, the government allows you to write off 50% of your meals when you're talking about business. We definitely talk about business. We have to keep a receipt if it's over $75. Lunch was over $100, so I definitely have to keep the receipt. On the back of the receipt, I noted what I did, who I was with, and what we talked about. And then to go a step further, take a snapshot of that and upload it to TaxBot or another app that actually keeps your receipts, so we can organize that and put it in QuickBooks. So that's just another thing. And then we're driving around. I chose to do the deduction where you take 100% of your vehicle as a 179. That's a tax law that tells you can write off $500,000 of new business expense when you're in business. Meaning, this car costs about $150,000, and if I made $150,000 of profit, I would have had to pay the government 33% of that. So it's probably like $50,000 I would have to give the government a check. But because I own this vehicle, even though I wanted to finance the vehicle, instead of giving the government $50,000, I deducted it to zero, because you get to write it off 100% because it's a business vehicle. So if you're buying a vehicle, or if it's new to you, even if it's used, you can deduct it. So if you made $30,000 this year and you had to pay on $30,000, then you bought a business vehicle that was $30,000, you wouldn't have to pay any money because you depreciated the vehicle. It went against your income. If you didn't have the vehicle, you probably would have had to pay around $8,000 or $9,000. So as you can see, it's a huge deduction for you. And I should probably keep my eyes on the road, so I'm going to keep my eyes on the road now.
So tell me your vision. Like, where do you see this going? You got 4 children, and are you a stay-at-home mom then? Is that what you
Yes,
have?
yeah. So that is one benefit, is that I have time. I did watch one of your videos today that talked about, making your own economy.
Yes.
And, it really resonated with me because it's true, when you work for somebody else, there is an element of being mercy, to that employer.
Yeah.
And so if for some reason you get laid off, then yeah, there's always an element that somebody's controlling you in your life. And so I liked that.
Yep. And you got to jump outside the fear factor, is what I call it, because so many people feel secure in that job.
Yeah, that false sense of security.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you feel secure when you're making $2,000 to $3,000 a month?
Yes.
Like, I don't know what I would do with my life because I know how to create income, and now my lifestyle is a lot higher than that. I don't know how people even can get by on that kind of income.
Yeah.
And then to think, oh, tomorrow I can get fired, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that would be the worst fear of my life. Hey, you got approved.
Thank you, Amanda.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So your unit's going to be here in the next 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
We can start selling right away. So on Friday when we have our first sale together.
Yes, I'm excited. We got 2 showings on Friday, and I know that we're gonna probably nail both of those. So I'm already off to a good start.
Yes, you are.
Time to relax. Feels so good. Had a very productive day. I say productive because a lot of people say they're busy. Busy, you can be sweeping. That's busy. Productive is producing results. So after watching the video today, you got to see me in action from start to finish. This is how I'm ending my day in a very relaxed, calm state so I can sleep like a baby, because that rest is so important for you to get those brain waves going so you can be clear-headed in the morning. So I want to reflect back on the day, and I want you to identify something that really resonated with you and how you can see yourself doing this as a full-time business. You can do this traveling around the world. Think about a place you want to go. Visualize it. Hawaii. You're in Hawaii and you're sitting down there and you're talking to the waitress. The waitress is interested in your product. And now what happens? You build the rapport. You find her pain, physically or financially. Now you have a business set up in Hawaii, at a resort, at a vacation spot of yours, and it's tax deductible.
That is why I decided to really get into taxes and accounting for network marketing professionals, because everywhere they go, they're constantly doing business. With that comes deductions. Most people don't realize as an employee they're being taxed 40% of that paycheck. Having a business lowers your tax liabilities, meaning there's a possibility you can get more money back you don't have to pay taxes on. So I'm really excited about this whole new venture of helping people with their taxes, because once I was faced with a huge tax bill, I realized, oh my gosh, my accountant, my CPA, I've had several of them, don't understand network marketing, and that the world is our prospect, and everywhere we go we are prospecting. One of the main points to prospecting is finding rapport immediately, as fast as you can. In order to do that, you've got to ask great questions. How long have you been working here? Do you enjoy what you do? Do you have any children? What did you do before you got into this business? What did you do before you worked here at Yokes or you worked here at Anthony's? Wow, now do you have any health issues? If they didn't enjoy what they did, you can say, you know what if there was a product out there that you really believed in, that you could travel the world and enjoy your lifestyle, and you could make some extra money, would you be interested in it? And those are just qualifying questions to see if these people are there for your time. So if you can easily find rapport build, you can decide within 2 to 5 minutes if this person is going to be a serious or a curious person. If they're serious, you spend your time with them. If they're asking you, well, how do I get more information? This sounds really good. I would love to try your product. If they're asking those questions, spend your time with them. But if all that's happening is you're initiating the asking questions and they're not asking you questions back about whatever it is you're talking about, they're not that interested. That's why we went to Best Buy. You saw me communicating with those people. It was clear that they were there for business, not personal, not any engaging in any other conversations about what we were there for. That's why we left, because the energy there just was not what we're looking for. The second gal at Anthony's, she definitely had some pain. She'd been working in the restaurant industry for 15 years. Her arthritis in her knees were so bad that she wants to leave that, but most likely she can't because she doesn't have enough income. So that's where she's gonna go double on it. She's gonna want it for the pain physically, and then once we experience more connection with her, we'll bring up the business. From there, she's gonna wanna know how she can get out of the restaurant business and into this business because it's helping her. So those are key points. Prospecting is just a skill. After we prospect, we've got to learn to invite. So you can talk to people all day, but if you can't get them to the next step in our funnel, which is to get them in front of your product demo or to get them to watch a video of your product, if you can't do that, you're not going to stay very long in this industry. So we've got to learn from there, how do we get them to the next step? And that'll be discussed in a later video. So until I see you, be happy, be healthy, and be free. Check it out. Have a great evening.